Disclaimer.
What was normal 20 to 30 years ago, but is considered a luxury now? Items not requiring a subscription each month. Also, every little appliance you purchase requiring some app or your email to verify your identity just to use the thing. You're a coffee maker. You don't need my email, you just need to make me a coffee once every morning. It used to be you could buy software and it was yours forever. Now, it's a subscription model, with constant updates, some of which remove capabilities, to force you to buy the new version. The fucked up thing is you often pay full price for something you originally agreed to, and then they change the TOS or functionality to something you cannot use or use in good compliance. But because they regularly tie these new changes or agreements to updates that can't be rolled back, you're stuck with the new product and agreement. If they tried this shit 20 years ago, companies would be obliterated, but they creep this shit in very slowly, and now it's the norm. Intuit QuickBooks accounting, bookkeeping software went from buy a CD and use the download until unsupported and glitchy. Rinse and repeat. Now it's gone to monthly cloud-based subscription. If you need this software, you are Intuit's bitch forever. They deserve to be first against the wall when the revolution comes. You'll take my music collection from my cold, dead hands before I'm forced to sign up to a subscription. I'm MP3 only. My 4,000 song collection began back in the Napster days and is stored on my hard drive with backups. I will not pay for streaming, I will not have my music punctuated by ads. Good quality fabric in clothing. I have clothes from the 90s and 80s from my mother that still hold up today. These days, I'm lucky if my shirt isn't saggy and misshapen within a year. Women's clothes are terrible in quality anymore. Everything seems so very thin. I'm not fat, but I'm not skinny either. I don't want people seeing my excess. I need thicker clothing. And pockets. It's ridiculous. I don't even really buy fast fashion clothing, and my clothes really don't last, especially compared to my partner's. Moderately priced men's clothing really is better quality, and I don't mind spending extra to have clothes that hold up. Back to the question, getting things repaired instead of buying new. I have a hedge trimmer from the 50s. It broke a few weeks ago, so I pulled out some screws and fixed its simple mechanical motor. Works fine again. Edit, chill guys, it's an old corded electric, no circuit board. If it doesn't have Bluetooth, how do you control it? I was recently trying to get a laptop repaired. Broken screen and charger port was messed up. Acer wanted $570 or so for all repairs. I decided to pay it because I didn't want to buy another gaming laptop and have ton worry about losing all my saved stuff. Still didn't fix the charging issue, but they were inside the laptop anyway because of the screen and to take out the extra storage because that wasn't a manufacturer part. They reset the computer so there went all saved games, files, anyway. Never did they mention a factory reset would even happen. My usual appliance repair lady told me that by the time I spent money on getting the washer fixed, I'd have enough money to put towards a new one. Take out the extra storage? They just stole your computer part? This is why companies like Framework need support. They seem to be the only computer company at this point that cares about repairability, user or third party. Privacy. It's not that I expect privacy in public, but I shouldn't have to worry about being in someone's video or photo on my way to do the laundry either. I don't know why people want to film themselves doing laundry. Or gym locker rooms. Put your camera away. I don't care that you got a good pump going and this is when you look good. It's a fucking locker room and you don't have the right. You don't have the right. My gym has a designated posing room with mirrors and selfie tripods and flattering lighting. I'm not kidding. But it's a bodybuilding mecha-type gym for serious lifters, and it really solved the issue of everyone blocking the dumbbell rack by posing in front of the mirrors. That's pretty clever. I wonder how many social problems like this can be solved by redirecting natural behavior in a less annoying, intrusive way rather than blocking it entirely. Another example is airports now have a dedicated area to pull over and set up your GPS. Dude, psychology is fascinating. A guy who lived between my high school and the grocery store saw kids litter all the time, so he put out a trash can by the street intersection. Litter stopped. Want people to put away their cart? Make sure you do regular sweeps to keep all carts put away, and people are more likely to be respectful and follow what's expected. Cat scratching up your furniture? Give them tons of scratching posts and redirect them. Not there. Over here. Privacy used to be implicit, it was just there, you didn't have to think about it. Now it's explicit, you have to seek it out and take steps to ensure it remains in force. It's not that I have something to hide. I have nothing I want you to see. Farmers markets. You used to be able to go down and get fruit and vegetables cheaper than the grocery store. Now it seems like they charge 3x more than stores do. I can remember growing up in Wisconsin, and you'd see a random stand in front of a farm, and you'd get corn like 10 to $1, and it would be the most amazing corn you'd ever taste. Out in Amish country, in Pa you still can find quite a few. Even some unattended stand that work on honesty. But still there has definitely been a noticeable decline from when I was a kid. Unattended fruit and veg stands with an honesty jar are great. I saw one with a sign that said fresh every morning and the cash box said all proceeds go to spoil the grandkids. We're a gourmet mushroom farm with a permanent booth at a large farmers market in IA. This is always a huge point we discuss all the time. They make it a huge deal to only allow local farmers, microgreens, bakers, meat, etc. The more food products, the better. Yeah, we do have lots of knick-knacky stuff too, but the board is pretty anal about making sure it's unique if they approve the vendor at all. Also to the point made above you, how many times I get people telling me I should raise my prices on our mushrooms. Price at the stand is usually cheaper than the grocery stores. I get it, we could, but then I'd hate myself for doing it, so nah, I'm happy making a nice margin already. You drive more customers away by price gouging, and my goal is to get more people trying new types of gourmet mushrooms, like lion's mane, shiitake, chestnut, and they won't if you price it too high. You just screw yourself as a grower that way. When I go to other markets and see other growers charging 3x as much, I'm just floored people are buying it all. One of my best friends also grows gourmet mushrooms and sells at a few farmers markets, also supplies some local restaurants. From what he's told me, getting a booth at a farmer's market is a massive hassle these days. In our area, all the useless knickknacks take up so many booths that the food booths struggle to get a spot. As much as I don't want anyone to lose out on money, I really hope they at least level it out a bit. I like getting real local honey. Locally made amazing fresh salsa. All the great fruits and veggies. Homemade jerky. I'll take that stuff any day over homemade soap and random weird decorations. New furniture made out of real wood. Nothing angers me more than paying luxury prices for fiberboard framed garbage. It's legit why I started woodworking. Even my shitty projects that I'm unhappy with are infinitely better than the junk in stores. I'm with you. My kids went through 4 beds in 8 years in the pressboard crap. I built a scabby one out of lumber for half the price and they love it. Let them paint it and all and they couldn't be happier. Does it look classically better than the store-bought ones? No. Do the kids like it more? Hell yeah. I've got a kid's bookshelf my grandfather built for my mom and her sisters in the 1940s. Still solid as a rock, though it might be painted with lead. Being left the fuck alone. Buying something and just owning it. Playing a video game without an internet connection. Not having to provide your email address for every single fucking thing you do. Yeah, try getting a quick haircut. What's your phone number? Me, no, I just want my haircut, but we need it for our tracking. How about an email address? Me, no, I just want a haircut. And suddenly people are looking at you like you're a dick. I have even tried the whole no thanks, I just want a haircut, it doesn't matter, they are still going to continue asking. I now just make up random shit. Best part is I go to the same place and they know my face and give me the squinty eyes. Had this sorta happen at the grocery store. I don't like using the self-checkouts and I honestly think it's healthy to practice just being bored waiting without looking at my phone. I was standing in line for the cashier and an employee wandered over. Them, hey, let's get you set up on a self-checkout line. Me, no thanks, I'm good. Them, it's really no trouble, follow me. Me, stays in line, nah, I'm good, but thanks. Them, now looking visibly annoyed. Seriously, it's faster. Me, yep. I know. Thanks. They then walked away but came back a few minutes later and tried to convince me again. Like, my dude, not everything needs to be efficient and tech-based. I spend my entire day in front of a computer. It's healthy and normal for me to want to have some human interaction today with the cashier. It's frustrating how many companies and employees now see your consent as a formality rather than something to actually respect. Given the option, I opt for the staff checkout, too. In my head, the more often those checkouts are utilized, the less likely they are to go fully automated. I still miss the days of just putting a game in, turning it on, and you go right into playing it. The game alone was the sole focus and purpose of the console. The GameCube is the last system I remember playing that had this. You can also watch other videos by going to the channel. I will be pleased if you like them.